But why even bother? What did they hope to steal? Hammers? A hunk of stone?
I see. All right. High time I set off.
You're getting close. Not the rabbit, the statue. Are we really that close to it? Or did we just get teleported a long distance? No. Where were we? We were here? Is it really that close to us? It's like right in front of us. And we're actually very close to... I mean, we might as well at this stage, like, try to do that last one. Soon. Grand unveiling. We did not loot everything at that spot. I was kind of thinking we should probably loot the stuff, like all the bandits and what have you, before we actually talk to that dude that we were rescuing, because now we got teleported a little bit, and I have to walk a bit to get back there, but I mean, it's not like that it's crazy far. Sit here. Where was it? Did I just completely ignore the marker? No, I just went a little too far north. Here. These. I wish they did not carry all those chains, or they just had something other than chains that they used. I mean, sure, we don't have to pick them up. Fair. But, maybe just to carry some other junk that is not nearly as heavy. Okay. I think that's everything there. And then... oh, that's the building site. Okay, so yes, it is right next to us right now. This is the one where we actually help get it built, though. A little bit further, but I think that, I mean, we're in the area, the general area. We're one away from completing it, so why not? Why not just go for it? Let's bring Roach as well. So I think this is gonna be a little bit of a trek. Not a big one.
Let's go.
But actually, how much have we explored around here? Because was this the place where, I guess, I was surprised that this was the place where they're building it, because I thought that it was around the same place where we had the quarry, where we helped, where we basically started all that process, which I thought was over here, where we ultimately went around a little bit and fought the Slizzards, which I think were here. This is where the fallen cow was at the quarry, and then this was where the Slizzards were. I thought that they were building it in this spot, not that they were building it all the way over here. But I suppose not. Or they were like building just components of it at the time, but they were ultimately going to get moved over here, where the final location would be.
Run, Roach.
Slow now. Whoa.
Is this anything? Maybe once they actually get it fully up and running, it'll be part of the elegant walkway leading up to the statue. They already have some architecture around it. Oh, speaking of which, that's a wall.
Run, Roach.
Okay, so I think we should be getting somewhat close at this point. Yeah, I don't necessarily think we've been in this area before, so we should keep our eyes peeled. Yeah, this should be the last spot. Or by the last spot, I mean the first group, of course. Roach, Roach, just chill. Just chill, Roach. Oh, no worries. You're next. Actually, I was referring to that other guy who's continuing to run away from us. So that guy's arm just fell off. It really, for a second, looked like... Oh, that guy's... Hold on, those are the people we're trying to protect. It's not people we're fighting. It looked like someone threw an arm at us. A dissevered arm. Leave our friends alone! That is one of our friends.
Hey, Tony Champion. The bells must give you one hefty reduction. Could I ever use a nap?
Oh, there's more of them. They're all chill, like, oh yeah, we're done here. But no, we're not done. This guy's just beating this bandit up, though. He doesn't need us. To be honest, you don't need us. That guy's putting in work. Yeah, they got the finishing blow.
Thank you, good sir. You would be the famous Witcher, would you not?
Exactly.
Kelsey, yeah, that's me.
Hitch my
Absolutely.
wagon and set off for the monument works at once. They await me there.
And this should be the last piece. Okay, so we can go see the foreman about our reward. For having finished all that, and we can also actually visit the building site now that it is done. That is probably something that we will be looking to do, and it is close by, so I think we will probably do that soon. Let's just loot up first, and then we'll see to some of those other things. Alright, now we're encumbered. Perfect timing. Perfect timing, you see? Probably just hop on Roach here. Wait, can we loot from Roach? I don't remember if we can. Usually when we're on Roach, we're either focusing on, well, usually just focusing on getting to somewhere as quickly as possible, not poking around trying to pick stuff up off the ground. Oh. Oh my. Can you come any closer than that? Apparently not. In fact, you'll just back up.
Move it.
Okay, so. Oh, okay, they're both right next to each other. I was gonna say, we might have that question that we have to ask ourselves of, do we go see the foreman, or do we go see the actual statue? Well, not really a question we need to be asking, because they are right next to each other. There is a question mark very close by that we could also go to this one up here. But even now we're encumbered right now. I think it's probably best to save things that could involve picking up additional loot for a future occasion. So let's head on over to this invisible wall. There we go. And there is the statue. I feel like it's, well, I don't know if it's best to see it in the day. It probably is. I don't know if they have some scenic, atmospheric lighting. Might make it better at night, but perhaps not. Ooh, that's too steep for Roach. We might hop off here. There it is. Let's not fall to our death as we're staring at it, though. That would probably not be a good idea. Okay, so that is the official location for it. There's probably going to be a fast travel spot here somewhere for it.
Give me a drink.
Is this guard going to let us take all this stuff? He's staring at us. He knows we want to take it. Move along. Is there anything stopping us from, like, going back to all those other places in the base game, like Novigrad, Velen, even Skellige, and looting things directly in front of the guards and just going, what are you going to do about it? And if they try to pick a fight with us, beat them up? Are there any consequences to doing that? Because we could. If we just wanted the loot, we could probably manage to do it, because at this point we're, I would imagine, far more powerful than them. Can we read this? There it is. Passerby, bow before LEBIODA. Not that we would. I'm just saying that perhaps we could if we wanted to.
And verily I say unto you, if men were but to let the prophet LEBIODA's teachings into their hearts, this world would be a more pleasing place. Thus raise your voices with mine. O prophet LEBIODA!
O prophet LEBIODA! O prophet LEBIODA!
Oh, there.
I swear to live
Quite a
according to
prayer
thy
here.
teachings,
I swear to live according to thy teachings,
and never to stray from the straight and narrow path which thou hast wrought for us.
and never to stray from the straight and narrow path which thou hast wrought for us.
Okay, you're saying we should make sure that we actually visit before we talk about our reward? Sure.
Only a witcher stands to best the beast.
That's mostly just poking around, seeing who we can talk to, if there's anything for us to loot. But oh, yeah, that is a big statue. Statue is in fact quite large.
You can always get a new one.
Impressive.
Can't even see it. This is as far up as I can move the camera.
All right.
Is there anything in particular we can do to interact with it? I was kind of seeing if we could read a plaque there at the front. It looked like maybe, but didn't seem as though we could. I think that's all there is to it at the moment, at least.
I'm going to save my hands. Watch your stones.
Yeah, like we can't interact with that. So I guess we're on to the foreman at this stage. Hello.
Helped you finish the statue like you asked.
Master, what would I have done without you? Countless throngs of LEBIODA's followers will praise in prayer.
And you'll pay me, right?
But of course, your reward. The investor is a serious man of enterprise. Our plan foresees mass conversions. With the donations that will follow, we aim to recoup the costs of production in 3 to 5 years. Everything has been calculated, you see, down to the last decimal.
Good luck then. Farewell.
Okie doke. I suppose that's all. And even from this far back, like how far back do we need to go to actually see the statue in its entirety? Even here if we can't? I mean, the answer is potentially on the other side of the river. Crazy as that sounds. But I believe that is all for us to do here. So maybe we resummon Roach, and there's gotta be a fast travel spot around here somewhere. We just must not have quite come across that location. Didn't show up on our map, did it? It did not. Seems like this would be a significant enough location that there would be one, and not to mention there isn't really another fast travel spot in this area. So you'd think this would be it. But also, Roach, if you could cooperate right now and not run away from us, that would also be helpful. We are encumbered.
Best cure for the beast, a witcher.
There we go. Yeah, if we just do like a little loop around, get a fast travel spot here anywhere, that would be nice to have that. In case in the future we want to head back in this direction. I think there is at least one other question mark over here that we might want to use this fast travel spot to get to, assuming that it does exist.
Works hard on the nerves, eh?
Whoa!
Faster.
Hold on.
Burden wrote about seems like. Should look around. Might find something interesting.
Manticore. Yeah, this must be it. Let's save. That is too bright. I will refrain from using Witcher senses. But I thought we could interact with those. This looks breakable. I think that's so... Yeah, those are... Why are they... It's glowing! Okay, yes, we can interact with it. Thought we could with this one as well, but then it didn't actually let us. I guess that one's empty. Yeah, let's break through this. Hello?
Spectre?
Way too bright.
Place like this? Behind a wall.
What?
Someone must have walled some poor fellow up. Spirit can't rest in peace.
Whoa! Hello? I'm also not sure why we have a torch out. That was not really something that I wanted. Okay, you seem to have some cool moves. Great Beggar Ghost 2, like that. How dare you stun me? And then whack me with a cane. Well, Spectre is dead. This looks like the thing we're looking for. The Great Beggar's Journal, and then diagrams for the trousers and boots for Manticore, okay. 7th Fiend, 1203. The attacks have grown more forceful. The residents of the nearby village who oppose my presence become more aggressive by the day. They do not like that I speak the truth about their former deities. They cannot understand. They will only find salvation in LEBIODA. Okay, yeah, you got a little too preachy, it sounds like. They threaten me with death, but I am to die for LEBIODA. That is the destiny the prophet has marked out for me. I shall fulfill it with a broad smile on my face. 14th of Fiend. 1203. I've parted with a most marvelous quest, a true convert, a man of extraordinary yearning for truth and faith. He is called Martin, that name sounds vaguely familiar, and was once a witcher. Yeah, or Merton. That's the person we've been getting all these Manticore diagrams from, right? But has abandoned that dishonorable trade and embarked on the path of truth. He spoke at length and sat together for hours in meditation and prayer. To better honor LEBIODA, he left behind here many goods which symbolize his attachment to his former life. He's made great progress. Oh, if only all the disciples of LEBIODA were so fervent in their faith. This would be a better place. Merton confessed to me the bitter truth about the foul deeds he had wrought in his past life. I told him if he is to obtain cleansing, he must go to the hidden chapel. Reaching this bleak place, which is carved out of a rock and hidden with dangerous creatures, will in itself constitute a challenge and a trial. If LEBIODA lets him enter the chapel's confines, it means he has forgiven his sins, his crimes. And so Merton went. Let LEBIODA guide his feet. On the 19th, my fate is sealed. I shall die for my faith, for truth, for LEBIODA. This night, folk from the village, a band of drunken thugs, attacked the temple. With hate and malice on their breath, they cried that since I am the great beggar, I should now beg LEBIODA for mercy. They looted the temple of all its treasures, thankfully leaving the books, which they deemed worthless, and walled me in to wither like a sealed in a seamed to wither in a sealed tomb. If LEBIODA does not send me help, I will die here. May my bones bear witness to his glory. Okay, so that's 4 out of 6 for Manticore. Got some additional things here, which I'm hoping are going to pop up as soon as those notices are done. Formula green to blue mutagens. Is that all? Is the other thing just a generic notes? Might not have actually had any, we read about this? Because, we certainly know about Toussaint, but when a traveler from the Northern Realms first crosses the border into Toussaint, it feels at once as though he has stepped into a land ripped straight from the pages of a fantastic fairy tale. You'll know no inclement weather there, for even the winters in Toussaint are mild and sunny, with only gentle, calming breezes and not a hint of gale. You will know no hunger, for the trees and bushes in that land burst with ripe and juicy fruits all the year long. You'll know no loneliness, for each and every soul he encounters will treat him like a long-lost friend. You'll not find a single backwater of dullness, boredom, or inquietude in this overflowing stream of marvel. In Toussaint, the wine rages in torrents, music plays ceaselessly, and everywhere, the air is filled with the sound of birdsong and the twittering of beautiful maids, who are never stingy with their ample charms when a handsome knight comes a-calling. Capital of the duchy, Beauclair is an architectural gem, full of glorious elven monuments, delicately soaring towers, masterfully carved reliefs, and atmospherically mysterious ruins. Only the rare sun in a field of black, the odd gold and dark stain on an otherwise pristine edifice, reminds one that this land, this fable incarnate, is a vassal of Nilfgaard. May have already read about that, because, of course, yeah. I think we preemptively heard what the deal was with Nilfgaard, or with Toussaint. Okay, so Witcher gear acquired. And I think now we'll try to head back and just sell some things so that we're no longer encumbered. Yeah, this is quite a large temple for one that is abandoned. Also weird that there would just be an abandoned temple with, you know, some guy trapped in it next to where they're building the statue to LEBIODA. A monument. There it is. There's the fast travel spot. Okay. We can read up about it a bit, but I think we know the general idea. During the reign of Duchess Caraberta, Toussaint was visited by a certain disciple of the prophet LEBIODA named Plegmund. His words and deeds, which included miracles, were so persuasive, soon nearly the entire duchy had converted to the new faith. They crowned this outburst of religiosity with the construction of a temple dedicated to the prophet. But that was not enough for Plegmund. He convinced the Duchess to build a statue of LEBIODA, the likes of which the world had never seen. Except it's not Caraberta, not under her reign, that statue is completed here. Of course. Okay, well, let's head back. And having this fast travel spot does certainly make it much more convenient for us to, say, go after these question marks here. I mean, they're all kind of equidistant between these three here, but so be it. I think we just head over to Beauclair. I mean, the last Manticore, what I imagine will be the last Manticore spot, is actually not that far from the city. We could even make a point of going there in the not-so-distant future. But let's head back. Oh, we could go Corvo Bianco as well. Yeah, that might be better, to tell you the truth. So yeah, we have, Marley, right? Has, there's some new things we can do to chat with her. You are probably right. And do we have anyone we can sell with? We can stash things there. But are there actually any tradespeople, any merchants at Coro Bianco? Because you're right, there are definitely still things we want to do there, but I'm not sure we can sell things. And there probably are things we would like to sell now. Yeah, there aren't. Okay, so let's sell here first. Then we'll head over to Corvo Bianco.
Come on, Roach.
Good call. But I think we probably want to do both. So, like, we can sell... Oh, no, this is the same spot where the tavern is actually down below. I don't think you can make that jump, Roche. Don't try. Please don't try. But sure, run over those innocent bystanders. And again, there's like there's the place near the edge of town where the people technically buy things for more, but the guy who does that is poor, so it's not exactly the most lucrative.
My friend, how can I be of service?
Yeah, I know there's a stash, but you know, there are also things that I think we want to sell. So like we'll sell things, then we'll head back to Corvo Bianco and stash the things that we want to stash, and we'll talk to Marne when we're there, however you say her name. I think we still want to do all of the above, not just one or the other. I think that is... oh, is that... really pay that much for rope ladders? What? Okay, yeah, it was a random note, not the ones that actually have any text on them. Gotcha. Yeah, so let's just sell some of our junk to this guy, and we'll sell... I think we have a lot of weapons, and mostly just bad weapons from having fought a few rounds of bandits. So we'll want to sell those to one of the armorers or blacksmiths. And then we will head back to Corvo Bianco. And again, the question of do we sell the gold stuff? Do we break it down? This is worth something. I think we sell it. Oh, this guy doesn't have a lot of money left, so we'll sell a bit here, but probably going to be the best we can do. What is the ornate shield made out of? Or you can't afford it. Guess we'll sell this. We are on the verge of 100,000.
Time flies. Gotta go. See ya.
Okay, so is that... For some reason, I thought this guy was Roach. That bard right there. I was like, Roach, what are you doing in here? Who let you in? Well, now Roach is up there. Do not leave her up there.
Guards full of things that worry not and drink.
Yeah, the random civilians in Toussaint absolutely have better lines than anywhere else.
From a surfeit of beauty.
That much is definitely true. But I think, yeah, what is it? Seemingly a few invisible walls.
Has returned, not to be missed by your tickets now.
Yeah, let's just sell to this dude up here. Roach, can you go up those stairs? I think you can go around this way. Probably easier.
Not so fast, Roach.
If we wanted to, we could even make some cat school
I
gear.
hope your search goes well.
Because we now have all the cat school diagrams, right? And this is our dude. This is our dude. We have indeed found something already. Let's sell to you first, though.
What do you have on offer?
Let's just get unencumbered real quick, because, yeah, see, we have all this junk weapon stuff here. So I just want to dump that, so we're no longer encumbered, and we have now crossed the 100,000 crown threshold. It has been done. We are officially rich. Now, that being said, we are potentially about to craft a bunch of Master or Grandmaster Witcher armor, and so that's probably about to change. Probably about to go back below that threshold, potentially by quite a bit. But so be it. Let it be known that at least on this occasion we did in fact reach that mark. We sell the valuable stuffs to you. I mean, you seem like you paid almost nothing for it. Despite, I mean, you have a lot of money, so it's tempting in that sense, but if anything, we might just want to break them down with you. But let's see if we can get that stuff crafted.
Managed to find something already.
Wonderful. I shall draft a copy. This is good. This at last will earn me the title of Grandmaster. I thank you, Witcher.
There we go. Master, 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 master. Yeah, we have to talk to him first? Okay. So now we should be able to do it.
Would you craft something for me?
Of course.
Okay, so what we'd like to do is get Grandmaster Feline. We need... Oh, we don't have them on us at the moment. We do need to head back to our stash just to get them. We will need to do that. And we could... We don't have everything for the Griffin. I think we have like half of them. That's another set that we probably will make. Although, to tell you the truth, it probably would have made more sense when pre-skill tree changes, when we had more stuff invested in signs. Because at that stage, we were dealing a lot more damage with our signs. So investing more in sign intensity made some sense. In this case, if we were to go Griffin, then it would be less so maximizing our strengths and more so covering for our weaknesses, which, I mean, there's potentially something to be said for that, but I don't know if it's necessarily as intriguing now that our signs are, generally speaking, not as powerful, and we have, for the most part, just gone more along the lines of maximizing our combat, so that would probably mean that Cat School has just risen even higher above the other Witcher School gear pieces and is very much our go-to right now, I would think. Yeah, we can craft the materials, it's just that we don't have the master-crafted feline boots right now. Those are back at our stash, so that's why we can't really do them at the moment. So for that reason, I think we will now head back to Corvo Bianco.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
So, let's hop back on Roach. Roach, are you eating grass or leaves off the tree that's fallen? Okay. So now let's head back to the fast travel spots. And this one might even be closer, to tell you the truth.
Go.
Not that it's a huge difference.
I could go to some photograph.
Okay. So here we are. That guy's sleeping, right? Or is passed out drunk? Okay. So, Corvo Bianco. We do have a few things we can do there. Okay, so let's go check in on our new friend. See how she's doing. Oh, yeah, she's right there. No longer sitting at the table.
I do not know how I will ever repay you, Witcher.
Don't expect to be paid. Hope you're feeling better, that's all.
Oh, yes, I feel my strength returning thanks chiefly to Barnabas Basil's care.
Horrible ordeal you endured. Glad I cut it short.
Yes, years of suffering. You know what was worse than the hunger? Watching my loved ones, my children grow old and die. All my family's long gone now. The last of my kin perished decades past.
That is strange that it actually gave her additional life in some ways. So we can tell her you can stick around here. We do have a guest room. Or we can say start a new life in town. I mean, we have room for her here. It's just a matter of, like, what does she do here? Other than just chilling. Whereas if she goes in town, there are perhaps generally more things to do, since it's the city. So, I mean, it's largely just a matter of, like, you're staying here, you're going for the taking it easy, you know, nice and simple lifestyle, whereas if you're more of a, you know, go out and experience things, live life up type of person, then you go for town. But seems like she's kind of, the vibe I'm getting from her is more the I kind of just need to settle down type of thing. Harvest our flowers. Oh, flowers we grew outside? Yeah, we could do that. I think we tell her to stay here, though.
This is a big house, big estate. You can stay here.
Truly? I could never infringe so on your hospitality. Yet,
Yeah.
after all I've suffered, the years of starvation, I've but one dream. At last to prepare food that fortifies, nourishes, to delight in the tastes and smells of spices, to sit at one table with others and eat.
Don't see a problem if that's your dream. You could help Barnabas Basil in the kitchen. Eating his meals. You know he's not a culinary virtuoso.
Nothing could make me happier. Thank you.
Sounds good.
No, thank you. House could use a woman's touch.
Alright, that's a little out of
I'd
line, but
like to tell you. Many years ago, my father assembled valuables for my dowry. I never wed, so they remained unclaimed. These baubles are no use to me now, but to you, well, perhaps let them be a token of my gratitude.
Oh,
If you wish to find them, you must go to my old home, to Trastamara. The dowry lies hidden in a barrel in the cellar. There are several barrels. You must give each a knock until you find the right one.
Do just that. Thanks.
is that the locked cellar that we saw in her old house? Where did you learn to cook?
I'd never expect someone with your past to feel drawn to the kitchen.
Do you fear I will cook in your home as I brute as a white?
Hopefully not.
Counting on you having slightly better taste as a human.
Of that, you can be sure. I loved cooking, even as a child. My gran was a true master in the kitchen. Her spit-roasted oaks was famed throughout the land.
Thought you were a lady, owned an estate.
Do you mean to say a woman of my rank should have had a cook? You're right, of course. And I had the best of cooks. But I devised the dishes myself. They only prepared them.
She just likes cooking. It's not a crime. That's cool. I mean, that would be the other thing. Would be, in addition to just generally kind of having more things to do in the city, there's also just more people. There's probably more social interaction, if that's more so the thing that she's looking for, whereas be a little bit more lonely here, but I mean, certainly still more social interaction than there was when she was a white by herself, cursed in that building for, what, like 100 years or something like that?
You sure you don't feel lonely out here?
I cannot say yet. Too little time has passed since you freed me of my thrall, but somehow, for now at least, I do not feel drawn to the city, to others.
I mean, we're pretty darn
Visited
close.
as a white.
Yes, but ever at night, when all were asleep, I went in search of spoons.
Of course he did.
Remember, you can always change your mind. Decide you've lived here long enough, just say the word.
Yeah, it's true.
Never wish to seem ungrateful.
That's nothing.
And I'd never want you to stay against your will.
Alright, but that looks like that's all for now.
See you later.
Take care, Witcher. And remember, you always have warm food awaiting your return.
The Hunger Games.